How y'all doing?
Oh, how'd that pick six feel?
Wait, what happened?
How'd the pick six feel?
I feel good. It's just a blessing to be back, man. Feel real good.
What was the hardest part of the last year for you?
I say just being away from a locker room, that brotherhood feeling and just understanding that, I made a mistake and, I did my time and just being back around, a great team and a great culture of guys and just finally getting that locker room environment back into my heart. It feels real good.
Can you explain why the league initially this offseason allowed certain guys to come back, that it's similar transgressions and yours took a little bit longer?
I think mine was because of, the actions that was towards mine. And I think a lot of people only did certain things, so their punishment wasn't as strong as mine. So I think that's why a lot of guys were able to come back.
Isaiah, it doesn't look like you've missed the beat, really. You've come in and, made an impact these first two OTAs that we've seen. How have you been able to what did you do during this time away? How were you able to keep from getting rusty, I guess?
Well, I just kept my schedule as if I was still playing. On Sundays, I use it like a game day, so I do cardio and things like that. I take Tuesdays off as if I was still playing. So I kind of still stayed with the NFL schedule and just continue to work and just prepare for these moments.
Did your time away shift your perspective in any way?
For sure. It brought me closer, to my loved ones. It brought me closer to the game. It made me actually, not take this game for granted and just understand that, the league doesn't need anybody.
Have you noticed any changes in your game since you came back?
I say I'm faster. I think that's the one thing I can say. I worked on my speed this offseason, and I worked on my hands. So I think just making plays on the ball is one thing that I definitely played a factor in throughout this offseason, just building up my speed.
How did it come together with the Eagles in the first place?
I don't know. They just called, and, they jumped the gun. I jumped the gun. This is definitely somewhere I wanted to be.
Were they the only ones?
Yeah.
How much did it help to have? I mean, you got that done early, back in the spring. How much did it help to have a team, even though you couldn't be here, to have a concrete goal and feel a part of the team?
Just knowing that they were a team that wanted me, despite of the whole entire suspension. Just knowing that I had a place that I can call home when the time came, and it's now. So I think just knowing that a team actually were willing to sacrifice of just holding me out and just trusting and believing that I'll continue to work during the offseason, know that I'll come back and be a better player.
Who was the consistent voice from the organization just in that patient period?
Really nobody. It was just really my agent. My agent was the main one just talking to me. It was nobody in the building just continuously talking to me or anything like that. It was really my agent just telling me just keep my head up and just keep working.
Sports handling is more of an issue now in the NFL and in pro sports overall. What perspective do you have on what athletes deal with and what they should know from your story?
Just rules are rules, and they're there for a reason. So if you break them, you get your consequences. If you don't, you continue to be great. So I think that's one thing that everybody should learn.
What enough understanding of what those rules actually are? Because the actual legislation around all this stuff has changed rapidly in the last couple of years. Is there, among your peers, enough understanding of what the rules actually are?
I think if it's not, it should be. I understand. So yeah, if I got to be that guy to let everyone around me know or people around the league to know that, you might want to understand those rules or you'll be in my shoes.
What are your thoughts on the new kickoff rules?
Oh, I love them. I love them. I think I think once you get past that first level, there's really nobody else there. So we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a little different to actually see it, but I'm ready to actually get it going full speed.